Hi, and welcome to the King of Smut 95 Plays Langrisser Mobile. This is a supplement episode on how to do some tips and how to get through some of the levels that you do in the game Langrisser Mobile. All right, so I, probably like a lot of you, are just playing the game, and most of us have have played the game from, like, say, Warsong on the Sega Genesis, or in my case, I started with playing the PC Engine version of Langrisser. Went on to, of course, the PCFX version of Langrisser 2. Now, of course, some of you might have started playing Langrisser from the PlayStation and whatnot. So when we pick up the game, the mobile version, here we are, we're just playing along, we're doing each of the levels, we're doing the maps, and we're gaining, experience. And that's fine. A lot of us are playing it that way. We're just sort of going through and going and playing, just trying all the different little features of the game, doing all the things like the daily grind, and, just trying to get everything. And that's good because, you need just about everything in the game to progress, okay? But sooner or later, you're going to get to a point in the game where the things on the map are starting to get, hard enough that you can't really beat them easily, or it's taking you a lot of time to do it, okay? It'll happen around level 26 to level 30 or so, okay? That's when you start running into this sort of, plateau, or this, wall, if you will, okay? And then, you kind of go, okay, well, now what do I do? How do I get past this? What do I need to do? Well, of course, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to level up your characters in a way, okay? Now, so the way that Langrisser Mobile works is a little different than what you may be used to, okay? There is this thing called a team level, which is your approximate, level of your team based on the experience points that you've gained. Now, what will happen is that a lot of people think that, okay, well, I'm level, 26, and, the level on the map says 26, so I should be able to do that level. Well, what ends up happening is that the team level is comprised of all the experience points made by all your players, all added together. So it doesn't accurately tell you how strong your team is, because while you may use certain characters in one level and use other characters in another level, their cumulative experience points make the team experience points. So you may be level, team level is level 30, but your actual level of your characters are probably lower, and your abilities are probably a lot lower. Okay, so when it says you should be able to complete this level 26 and your level 30 team level, that doesn't necessarily mean your characters are strong enough to complete such level. Okay, what you need to do is you need to improve your character's level and abilities. Okay, so how do you do that? Okay, so now we know that this team level is kind of an artificial limit. Okay, and like Pokemon Go, Langrisser has a limit. Okay, Pokemon Go, your top level of your character or your avatar is level 40. It's arbitrary. I mean, a lot of people, especially if they started 3 years ago, are all level 40. There's really no difference between one person who's level 40 who started a year ago and the person who's level 40 who started 3 years ago. Sure, you have more experience points, but again, the experience points doesn't matter in this game. So same thing with this. Langrisser, your team level can go to level 60. Once it hits that, you no longer get any more experience points as a team. Each individual character can still continue getting more experience points until they reach 60, but as a team, you hit 60, and that's it. So again, I've only been playing the game approximately 3 months. I've hit level 60, but obviously I'm way weaker than a person who's been playing it ever since, when it first came out on let's say, the Chinese system. They're all, obviously going to be way more powerful than I am. They're going to have way more powerful characters than I am, but we're both level 60, right? So that's where I'm getting at, into this part of this video. So this one video, I'm going to tell you how to get to, well, basically you're going to get stuck at around level 30. So this video, I want to get it over how you get over the hump of level 30. And then I'll go create another video on how you get over the next step that you should really concentrate on. So When you hit level 30, obviously you can't do any more on the main map, okay? Because things are already starting to get a little too hard. The daily adventure that you have to try to at least try to do is getting difficult, and you're gonna have to basically make your character stronger. Again, how do you do that? Well, you have to go to what they call the basically the special events to do those things. Okay, the primary thing you want to concentrate right now is the things in the time rift. Okay, now the time rift contains basically a short down scenario run through of the Langrisser 1 and 2 games, as well as doing Langrisser 2 as the dark side. You can do that as well. So, but the important part about doing this is this gives you all the things needed to basically level up your characters in terms of what their abilities are and what their troops and soldiers are. Okay, for example, in level 30, you want to be able to get a whole bunch of scrolls. You want to get some ribbons, as referred to, and basically, if you are doing the time rift, you want to basically be able to complete up to the 3rd level of time rift. So at level 30, you need basically scrolls and ribbons, okay? And then these things can be easily obtained once you complete the time rift up to level 3, okay? And once you've completed that, then you can continue going back to those particular levels and sweep those levels and get all the treasure from them, which is basically those scrolls and ribbons you need to basically level yourself up to and past level 30, okay? And that's really important, okay? Again, once you completed that, you can continue working on the time rift to unlock the materials needed for the further levels when you get to like 35, 40, 45, and whatnot. So, for example, in order to get to like level 35, level 35 requires these things called crests, all right? And these crests can be easily obtained once you finish the time rift at the end of level 4 in the time rift, okay? So when you're at this level, 26 of that, start working on the time rift and start trying to complete that part of it, okay? And again, while you're at it, try to get all the stars and try to to complete all the missions in that fashion, as well as try to see if you can find all the hidden stuff, okay? Because usually each level contains whether may contain a hidden chest or hidden item or some hidden stuff. If you can, it really help you out, in terms of weapons or money or Trinity crystals or something like that. Definitely worth trying to chase after. Okay, so do work on that. Okay, and of course, in addition to the time rift, okay, don't forget to do all your daily activities, because again, everything that you sort of work on and get is all good, because you're going to need it all anyway. So working a little bit at a time will help you. And again, these are all ways to improve your character. Okay. Of course, you do things like the Aniki Gym. Okay, that will power up your soldiers. You need the training school. That will give you XP potions so you can level up your characters. And again, when I played it, I leveled up my main characters, right? So basically, I had a powerful enough team to plow through everything and get through everything and get to the higher levels with my main team. Okay, so a team of, let's say, about 5 to 8 characters that I constantly use to do the levels. Once I get that powered up and leveled up, I roll over everything and basically got that the experience points I need. And again, once I hit level 50 or so, I was able to auto grind the training level to gain more and more and more potions. So almost every day I was able to grind almost 100 potions, and then from that I used those potions to level up all my lower characters up to level 30, level 40, level whatever level I wanted to level them up to, so that my minimum character level was let's say up to level 40, so that I could at least use some of those characters to throw into the guild wars, for example. Okay, so that was my strategy. You can do it whichever way you like to, but that worked for me. So maybe you can you do it that way as well. Okay, but try to use your experience points as well as you can and level up the characters that you can. All right. Obviously, the goddess trail is very important because you want to level up items and that kind of stuff. You want to get crafting hammers. When you get to the higher levels, you're going to get magical weapons and that kind of stuff. So again, you want to try to to get good stuff and get powered up enough to be able to do those. Okay, so again, do that as well. And of course, one of the things that seems to be always ignored is the bonds. Okay, now again, that's a whole different kind of part that they added into Langrisser. That's the shall we say the character simulation part of the game, if you will. But again, try to again improve your intimacy level or your friendship level with your main characters. So at least their stats and stuff will be boosted by what you put into at least the bonds. Okay, so that in a nutshell will get you past that little hurdle. In the way I played the game, again, I quickly got stuck at roughly level 26, 7, basically. The essential chapter I got stuck on was basically, trying to cross the bridge into the, into the new realm, right? Which is, I do believe, chapter 21 of the story. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure most of you are stuck there as well when you're playing it this way. I basically didn't bother doing any more parts of the map. Okay, I basically was stuck at the bridge for the longest time. So from basically level 30 to almost level 55, I did not even bother trying to do any more things on the map. Okay, just basically continued doing all the other quests, did the time, doing all these special promotion banners and that kind of stuff. I went from basically level 30 all the way to level 60 without actually advancing anything on the map. Okay, so again, just concentrate on working on building up characters, building up levels, and now that I'm leveled up high enough, I can go back to the map and start working on things on the map. Okay, so again, this isn't the only way to play the game. This just happens to be the way I played the game. Part of the reason why I play the game in this particular fashion is again based on what you draw, because obviously in the way I played it, my first 5 SSR draws were essentially princesses. So I didn't have a powerful character like a Layden, an Elwyn, or a Leon, or any of the things like Die Hard or Landis, or any of those major cavalry type characters. Or buffer type characters. I had none of those, so it was kind of tough for me to do the same sort of offensive combat like like most of you would have been able to do, or basically are able to do based on your SSR draws. I wasn't able to do that, but as an anime fan, I'm not complaining, right? So what you want to do now is you want to hit subscribe, you hit like. I will make more episodes on how to get to the next step, because you'll get basically, obviously, continuing on leveling up and doing this way, you're going to run into other hurdles, okay, as you play this game. This one will get you past the hurdle, level 30. So what you want to do is you want to tune in to the next one when I tell you how to get past the next level. All right? So, until next time, see you again.